From somewhere below the surface of the Midwest, in the studio wing of the adult fans of Nerf's secret bunker, this is the AFoN Show. With your hosts, Mr. K and Mr. S.
Hello, Nerf Nation! Welcome to the AFoN Show. I'm Mr. S.
I'm Mr. K.
And today we got a lot of material to cover. It's going to be a very arduous episode. We're going to talk about Recolors again.
Yes, we are. And we're going to start out with the Night Finder.
Night Finder.
Now, the Night Finder has come in quite a considerable number of recolors.
Yep.
First, of course, was the gray and green.
Similar to the only other one that I've seen in that color scheme is the Scout.
Yes.
So I'm going to say similar to the Scout, the first Scout, but it doesn't look exactly like it.
Yeah. So that was the first one, followed by
Which
the
one was
blue
it?
one.
The blue end stripe one?
The blue end strike color.
Okay.
Then came the blue and red Dart Tag Fire Strike Night Finder.
That's right.
That's when they rebranded the Night Finder
Specifically for the laser tag line, or for the dart tag line, not laser tag. What am I thinking about? Gosh.
Yep, and it came in an exclusive pack, I believe, with two hyper fires, and then also the two Night Finders in the blue and red. And after that, of course, yellow Night Finder, clear Night Finder, and then the Sonic Night Finder.
Sonic.
We here at Adult Fans of Nerf don't really care for the Sonic series.
I think we've made that pretty clear.
Yeah, the only one that I actually have is the Maverick, and that's only to
because you're a Maverick freak.
Yep. I have every Maverick released so far, and I will continue to collect the Mavericks.
Is the Maverick next on our list?
The Maverick is next on our list.
All right. Bring out some examples of said Maverick.
Yep. The blue one was the first.
This is the old school end strike coloring, like on the Longshot. Excuse me, and a few others. I can't remember any names off the top of my head, but yeah.
Longshot, Firefly, Night Finder for a little bit. I think those are really the only ones that had the blue and yellow
colors.
And straight colors.
I just play with them.
Of course, after the blue one came the yellow. After the yellow came the clear.
Bum-ba-da.
After clear came the Sonic Clear, which we don't really care for.
But we're going to show it anyway because we know. Yeah, that's right. It's green.
And then after that came the Gear Up series.
That was going to fall out of my pocket. Gear Up.
And then the Whiteout series. Now the Gear Up series is the only Maverick to come with Sonic darts.
Yeah, that's right. All the rest of them came with sucker darts.
Yep. I do have Sonic darts in this one, but it didn't originally come with.
Didn't come with them. My personal favorite paint job so far of the Maverick has to be the Whiteout. It's just pretty. A lot more pretty than this thing.
I like the orange.
I know you do. I want to sit here and twirl.
So yeah, from blue to orange, there's been a wide variety of Mavericks. The only version of the Maverick the only color scheme that the Maverick didn't come out in is the Crimson series.
Yeah. Why, we're not sure.
Who knows? But the three that did come in Crimson series are Recon, Longshot, and Vulcan.
This is the only example of the Crimson series that we have.
Yep.
Recon. It's actually kind of a nice looking red.
It is a nice looking red, and I wish they would come out with more blasters in that color. And because I mean, it's been a long time since they did that.
It has.
I think it was probably 2005-ish. Or 2005 or 2006.
Somewhere in there.
Well, maybe it was a little after that, because we were in college when it came out, weren't we?
Tater totter, I don't know.
I don't know. But Recon started out in the yellow color scheme. The End Strike Yellow, as we've come to call it.
Yep, the accessories on it haven't changed. Pretty much every iteration of the Recon has come with the same attachments, the barrel, the light, the buttstock, the forward sight, all of it is the same.
Yep. And then after the yellow and red,
Crimson.
we got the clear. Didn't come with a clear clip originally, but I like it with the clear clip.
It looks better with the clear clip, it really does. Accentuates the whole ensemble.
Yep, and then after the clear series came the Sonic Green clear.
Series, yeah.
Which of course I don't have because I don't care for it. Can't say that enough.
Put the exclamation point right on there.
Yeah. We don't like Sonic!
Clear was fine, Sonic was overkill.
Yeah.
Anyway, were there any other repaints?
Let's check my list so that we don't miss
We got a list because there's even so much stuff we can't keep it all together.
Gear Up.
Oh, that's right, the Gear Up one. We don't have the example of that one.
We don't have the
We
example.
didn't get that's because that was the one off one.
Yep, it was not available in the U.S. as far as we know. You can only get it in certain countries, which is unfortunate because I kind of would like to have a Gear Up
We would have
edition.
completed the set.
Well, not really complete the set.
Well, because you didn't have the Sonic one.
Yeah.
You gotta catch them all.
So, in addition to the Recon and the Crimson series, we have the Longshot. Now, Longshot Crimson series I don't have. I honestly don't really like the look of the Crimson series Longshot because I don't think it works with orange nearly as well as the blue and the yellow do.
I like the blue overall.
Because the Longshot really has a lot of orange on it by default. I mean,
And you think the red just drowns it out?
yeah, I think the red drowns it out and
I
it
can see
kind of
that.
just makes it look a little bit off. On the Recon it works because there's not much of it.
Right, and the gray and the black on there help to accentuate the red.
Yeah.
But with the orange in here all over the place, I can see where you're coming from there.
Yeah.
I like the blue on the Longshot over the End Strike Yellow. This is the newer iteration. Still functions the same, and all the little bits and bobs are all the same. I just think this really drowns out all of the nice lines and everything on the Longshot.
Yeah, with yellow you don't really get enough of the shadowing and stuff on there.
Yep.
It just kind of seems
Plain.
plain.
Yeah.
More so than the blue. And I don't know what it is specifically that makes it seem like that.
I think it's just the yellow. I think that's all it is. Nothing else to it.
Yeah, but the blue Longshot came out first, then the Crimson series, and then of course the End Strike Yellow. And there have been only 3 color variations of the Longshot, because the Longshot didn't survive until, well, it didn't survive enough into production in order to make it into any other of the clear series or
Not to say that
whiteout
it's
series.
not that the Longshot isn't a staple of the older Nerf blasters, the End Strike especially. It's just not as good as the other ones that they've chosen to redo.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's one of the first true End Strike blasters, and it hasn't aged well.
No, it hasn't.
I like
aged well.
I like the main part of the gun, but the front gun just hasn't aged well in my opinion.
Yeah, well, you take a look at the Longshot compared to the Long Strike, and it's really a no-brainer which one's the better looking blaster.
Yeah. And I mean, when we're talking about this, we're talking about design.
Design-wise, specifically, when you take away all of the fitsin' and futzin' about the internals and whatever, just the design of the blaster itself is what we're talking about.
Yep. Next, we're gonna go with the Firefly.
The Firefly.
Now, I only have the yellow End Strike version, but originally it came out in blue End Strike,
Yep.
similar to
The Maverick.
The Maverick.
Yep.
It was really
The-
complementary to the Maverick.
Cylinder was yellow, just like on the other one. This has always been kind of an intriguing blaster to me, being the first. You can't really call it a bullpup, but it is made in that styling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I wish I would have been able to see one of them in the blue because I don't really jive with the yellow on that, similar to the Longshot.
Yes, and I would have liked to have gotten one of the rare red versions.
The mythical red Firefly.
Yes, I like red in blasters as much as I like orange in the blasters, but not really together. In the UK, they had a set that was for the Iron Man movie, similar to the Mag Strike's version over here. They had the Stark Tech blaster. In the UK, it was a recolored Firefly. In the US, it was a red Mag Strike.
Red and gold Mag Strike.
Yes.
I have it.
And
it's pretty awesome.
With the Firefly, it came with silver darts.
Silver darts.
Silver darts, yes.
Yeah, the Mag Strike didn't have anything that cool, but it was red.
Yes.
Pretty nice.
Yes, it was pretty nice. And of course, talking about the Mag Strike, Mag Strikes come in a couple of colors. It's come in, originally it came in red and blue because it was a dart tag blaster originally. And then it got moved to End Strike when it became the Mag Strike AS-10.
AS-10.
And since then, it's been the
End Strike
yellow.
Much, yeah.
Except for when it was used as the Stark Tech blaster
For the first Iron Man movie.
Yes. But I think that was actually a different red than the original Mag Strike, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing pictures of the original Mag Strike. I just remember the yellow one and the Tony Stark one.
Yeah. The only bad part about the new Mag Strikes is that they only come with one clip.
And that's the sucky thing about the Mag Strike is you can't find the clip separately. So if you like your Mag Strike and you want extra clips, unless you can find some on eBay, you're going to have to buy a whole another blaster to get a second clip.
Yep. It's the unfortunate thing.
Yep.
On the deploy.
The deploy, I like the deploy. I'm a sucker for anything that transforms, so the deploy is cool for me. Ka-chow.
Yep, the deploy has had a strange history of the colorations because it's the only blaster to have multiple color iterations in the same year it was released.
Yep.
It had the original
End Strike. Yellow.
The Clear series and the Sonic series all in the same year.
All in the same year, and then it was also graced in the Whiteout series.
Yes. It looks really nice in the Whiteout series.
Yeah. The Whiteout series, hands down, one of the coolest paint schemes that they've done for a Nerf series yet. I really like it.
Yeah, it is really nice. The only bad part about the Whiteout series is that they didn't include any blasters that had the stock attachment on it.
True that. And the deploy, one weird thing to me about the deploy is that that does have a spot for a barrel attachment, which really kind of makes the blaster seem almost a little awkward if you put something on there.
It doesn't really seem that awkward to me. I like it with like the Recon, or on the yellow one, I like it with the Recon's barrel extension. It just, I don't know, it doesn't look bad to me.
Maybe I'm just biased. I like it the way it is.
Go put one on and let's see.
All right, we'll grab a couple of examples because we got what is this one from the Alpha Trooper?
No, it's from the Spectre.
Alpha
Trooper doesn't have a
Doesn't have
barrel
it.
extension.
All right. So first we'll use the Spectre. I don't know. What do y'all think?
That doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of torn on the Spectre's barrel extension. I always have been. It looks great and it seems great in theory, but when I put it on, I haven't found a blaster that I really like it on yet, other than the Spectre itself.
The Spectre.
But I don't know. It just looks like a neat rifle with the Recon's barrel extension.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
Maybe I just tried putting my long strike barrel extension on there too many times.
No. That's not going to do you any good. But so yeah, it's come in 4 iterations since it's come out, and you know the deploy is a great blaster overall. It's one of the more unique blasters in the End Strike lineup.
It's unique. It's got the light thingy on it, which is kind of cool. It's just nifty.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing not to like really. What's next?
Raider.
Gotcha.
I like my orange Raider.
I like the blue.
Really, I mean, this is almost it for the Raider. The only other one that has come in is the Clear Series.
Yep.
And that's it. I mean, it hasn't been out too long, but I mean, it would have been nice if it would have come out in whiteout, maybe.
It's been longer than the Deploy. That's why I was curious that it didn't come out in the whiteout series.
Yeah, but I suppose they already had the Long Strike as a larger blaster.
Yeah.
So, but you know, overall, it's pretty great as it is, and of course, it's going to make its redesigned debut as
in the Elite series.
In the Elite series.
What's the name of that redesign now? I can't remember the names that they've got there.
The Retaliator is
and
the remake
Revenge or something like that.
That sounds right, but it's, I don't know.
Anyway, the Barricade is going to be, or the Raider, wow, I'm getting ahead of myself, is being redesigned and re-brought out in the Elite series. We'll bring you more information on that later.
Yep. So yeah, that's for the That's it for the Raider. It's only been in 3 iterations. So.
It's a youngling, but it gave us barrel clips, which is very cool.
Absolutely. On
Next.
to Barricade.
Oh, the Barricade. All right, time for fun. Okay, Barricade is really nice. It's a nifty little flywheel blaster. 10 round.
I think it's 10 round, yeah.
Yep, 10 rounder. See, the RV10. The Barricade is just cool on its own, but they've done a couple of really stellar repaints to this guy that really bring it above and beyond.
Yeah, the Barricade's unique in that fact that it has exclusive repaints.
2 exclusive repaints.
Yeah, I mean it's the only blaster that has exclusive repaints. Wow.
And these repaints are nothing to scoff at. So initially it came out in the End Strike Yellow, very bare bones, not a lot to it, but it really surprised us because it does fire really well.
Yep.
And it kind of rockets stuff out.
Yep, and then they came out with the Gear Up Barricade. I think the Gear Up Barricade was in between the 2 unique barricades.
I think it was, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before the Gear Up Barricade came out,
Yes.
you had the Optimus Prime Barricade.
This was an exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con 2011. They were kind of hard to get a hold of, but they feature really nice, beautiful box art. This is all embossed, foily lettering all around here. As you can see on both sides of the blaster, it has really nifty comic book style art that surrounds the entire blaster. Really, really nice. It's got the Autobot name emblazoned on the handle here in blue. If you get your hands on one of these, unless you got 2 of them, don't take it out of the packaging because this thing really shines as a display piece.
Absolutely. And then after that one, they came out with the Bumblebee variant. Now this guy came out in the New York Comic-Con and I think it was actually harder to get this one than the Optimus Prime one.
I think they made less of them.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, that one has the same kind of comic book artwork wrapped around the whole thing. Everything that was red on the packaging for Prime is gold on Bumblebee. Just fantastic repaints. They really make any kind of a collection. And for me being a Transformers freak, it feels 2 holes.
Yeah, and I mean, to me the Barricade seems a little bit odd for that style of paint, but I mean, I suppose
it has a lot of smooth surface area though.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I would have thought that they would come out with the Maverick before the Barricade. You know, because I mean, granted, it does have a lot of smooth surface area, but the Maverick has more flat surface area to me.
I don't know. I would have been a little let down, honestly, if they would have done a Transformers repaint of the Maverick.
Yeah,
because the Maverick has had everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
So yeah, if you can still find them, pick them up. Like I said, they're a great addition to any collection.
Absolutely.
So next on to
Scout.
The Scout, my little buddy.
Now, the Scout came originally with the Tech Target and came in that variant.
This is the really old school Nerf, blue, green, gray, kind of almost gaudy, but it gets the sci-fi theme across paint job.
Yep, the Scout was actually the first End Strike blaster that was designed first blaster with the tactical rails, and it came out after that variant came out with this variant. This variant came out in the Unity Power System.
Unity Power System,
and
cool set.
Yeah, because it utilized the Scout's trigger button.
My curiosity about the trigger button, and what we're talking about is on the top of the tactical rail, there's a little secondary button right in here that you push that when it's primed and actually fire the dart. Now, it really makes sense in the Unity Power System because it slips onto the side of the Titan. You can push a button on it to fire it without having to reach up and grab the actual handle of the Scout. But why did the original iteration have that?
I think they probably always planned it to be partnered with the Titan. I think that they made it so that it partnered with the Titan, and they just decided to keep it that way because it wouldn't be cost effective for them to take it out for future generations.
I can see that.
You know, it's been a nifty little feature.
Yeah, it kind of is.
You know, you have to have your finger on the trigger in order to fire it.
Yeah, you can sneak attack people.
Yeah.
But the Scout is a fantastic little guy. We can't talk enough about him. He's got one of the most comfortable grips, pretty accurate, good dart range. Everything about it's cool.
Yep. After the red variant, it came out with a blue variant. The blue variant was pretty hard to find because, as far as I know, it came with a blue Titan. And then after the blue variant, there was nothing for a while. You couldn't find it except for in the Unity Power System. Until
N-Strike, baby! Got officially inducted into the N-Strike arsenal with a new fresh paint job, and I gotta say, you know, we've talked a lot of bad about the yellow. For some reason, it really works on the Scout.
Absolutely, the Scout makes it just pop.
It does. For some reason, I don't know if it's because, I don't know, but it just really works. This was a Kmart exclusive. They are kind of hard to get your hands on because I've only seen a set of them, really.
I don't know. I haven't been to Kmart in a while since I looked for those guys and found them. So I'm not sure if they still have them or not. So if they do, I mean, you go out and pick them up. I mean, it's a great deal to get 2 Scouts in a package without having to pay, what, like $60 for the power system?
Yeah. I just want the 2 Scouts. I don't need 2 crappy Hornets and 2 other Titans.
Yeah. Speaking of Titans...
Titan! Did you bring the Titan down? Yes, because I've got 2 of them.
My 2 Titans. Titans only come in 3 colors. Red first, as the big bad Titan, before it came out in the Unity Power System. It stayed red for the Unity Power System.
Yep.
And then, I believe the blue one came out after that.
More than likely, because I don't remember seeing it at all before that one came out.
I never saw the blue Titan. I don't remember seeing the big bad Titan in stores singly.
I didn't know that it existed until I saw the Unity Power System.
Yeah. But after the rare blue variant came out with the green variant in the...
For the Hulk?
The Abomination Blaster.
Abomination Blaster.
And this guy came with just the Hornet.
Yeah, so it was just the Titan and the Hornet. It wasn't a complete Unity Power System. It lacked the Scout.
Yep. I kind of like the green version of the Titan. I'd really like to get the blue version, but...
No, I like the green on that too. It lightens it up a little bit. I don't know why I don't really care for the red on the original one as much as the green, but I do like the green.
Yeah, but whenever I look at this, I can't help but think Hulk. I mean, it's
instead of Abomination?
It's ingrained into my mind. Hulk.
Hulk smash. Hulk shoot rocket. Rawr.
So yeah, that is the Titan. It's only come out in the 3 variants.
Yep. And I suppose we should talk about the Hornet.
Yep, we got to talk about the Hornet because it did come out in more than 1 variant.
Right, because it came out in the original N-Strike Blue,
yep.
didn't it? And
well, I wouldn't really call it N-Strike Blue because it was just blue and gray.
Okay.
When I say N-Strike Blue,
well, was it part of the N-Strike line, or was it just a nerf with the blue and gray?
Actually, I don't think the blue came out first. I think the blue came out second. I think they came out in the Unity Power System first. Okay. And then they released it as a Toys R Us exclusive in
separately,
blue.
Yeah, because it was a Toys R Us exclusive. I do remember that.
Yeah. And then, of course, they came out with the green one with the Abomination Blaster.
Yeah, so it's had one more... Well, I guess they've had about the same amount of Recolors as the Titan.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
come
have
out in the
blue
same.
one, but-
Huh?
Did it have the blue one?
Yeah. Blue's the one that's available to Toys
So
R Us singly. It
Oh, no, I
just came
thought-
separately from the Titan.
But because it wasn't in that Titan Scout pack that you were talking about.
Yeah.
That's why it wasn't a completely new power system.
Yeah.
Haha. See, I figured it out.
So yeah, we don't really care for the Hornet. We've had issues with it in the past.
Just don't like it.
yeah.
Just don't like it.
But I mean, it's probably not gonna be around for much longer, considering how many blasters are coming out.
Right. Another one bites the dust. So what's next? I think we've gotten everything off of this. No, we haven't gotten everything off of this
Nope.
table yet.
Nope. We got one more thing off of there.
Lone Ranger.
Yep. Barrel Break. It's only come in 2 colors. End Strike Yellow, Sonic Green.
Sonic Green.
Yep. Of course, it's the only store exclusive blaster to come out in more than 1 color. It would have been really nice if we would have gotten to see the Spectre in whiteout, but
That would have been really awesome.
yes.
Barrel Break is kind of cool. We haven't talked too much about it. I mean, it's a nice little double barrel shotgun. My biggest problem with it is you can't. So it works by. I'm not going to do it because I know it's loaded.
No, it's not loaded.
It's not for once. It's not loaded.
Yeah,
Okay.
I decided not to keep it loaded so you can break it.
Okay. So there's ambidextrous button here. Shoots the barrel out. Pull the barrel out, and then you break it to load it, and then you just pop the darts right in here. Now the problem comes with once you snap this together, push the barrel in, if you forget that you've got this thing loaded, or you only fire 1 shot and you try and open this, you run a risk of breaking your dart in half, basically. It does bend them quite well.
Yeah, that's the one downfall, or well, it's one of the downfalls for that. I don't like the angle of the handle much either. It's just kind of
It's a
awkward.
little unnatural, but I'm not gonna down it too much. I do like the barrel break.
Yeah. It's a neat little shotty.
Yeah.
So yeah, next up,
To that side.
off to this side, because we got so many, we have to keep some of them off camera. We got the switch shots.
Switch shot. Probably my favorite dual purpose Nerf blaster. This little guy came out with the N-Strike Wii game, and the switch shot itself actually doubles as a housing for your Wii remote. It's got just a little single shot deuter-aimer there that you can shoot, and then you slip your Wiimote in there, and this is actually the best Wii accessory that I've ever bought. I use it for all rail shooters that I play on the Wii, and I play a lot of rail shooters.
Yeah, it's the best Wiimote housing or peripheral that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it just works.
Yeah, I mean,
It just
it's not, unlike a lot of the other ones like golf clubs and tennis rackets and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's not really superfluous. It comes in handy because you can't really hold the Wiimote like this very easily.
No, you can't. And some of the like Nintendo branded Wii remote housings that they've come out with are just outrageous and uncomfortable, hard to use. This, I mean, I almost dropped it. This this is a pistol. This is what it's supposed to be. It's not, there's not much to it.
Yeah, when you're done playing the game, you can continue playing with this as a Nerf blaster. So yeah, and then with the N-Strike Elite game, it came out with a blue one with the little red
Reveal.
red reveal on there.
So hey, look, I'm in red. Yay! You can reveal me. I'm in red.
You're in the Phantom Zone.
But that was handy in the game for unlocking or for picking out enemy weaknesses, things like that. We talked about it in the games episode.
Yep.
Just cool. And since there's 2 of them, we had to include it.
Absolutely. The only thing I really don't like about this is that the handle's a little bit too small, and the tactical rail is kind of useless.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've never used a tactical rail when I'm shooting the Wii.
Well, yeah, I know, but the only accessory that really works on here is the bipod. But even that's
Superfluous?
yes, completely superfluous.
Yeah.
So.
So we talk about the big guy next, huh?
Yep. Talk about the big guy.
The big guy, the Vulcan.
The
Vulcan.
The old big guy, we should say.
This thing's just a beast.
Yeah, it is a beast.
It really is.
We honestly haven't talked much about the Vulcan. We haven't had it on camera much.
No, we haven't.
But it's just big to have on camera all the time.
It is, but it's fun.
It is fun. I mean, and it's a well-designed blaster. It's unique. It has more. It is a ton of different tactical.
So
rails
many
on it.
tactical rails on this thing. You could trick it out with pretty much almost every accessory you could think of.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the carry handle up here. You can use it basically however you want.
Yeah, a lot of different modes to play. You can take the tripod off of it. I usually do. I've always wanted to design like a hydraulic, like a smart gun arm from the second Alien.
Yeah,
movie.
like a counterbalance, like
Yeah,
gimbal
yep,
to
so you
get
can
it down.
just
so you
hold it
just-
there. When you're done, you can just sling it off to the side. Because it really is hefty, and if you got this thing on a shoulder strap, you're going to hurt yourself lugging it around. But I've seen some people do some really nifty stuff modding this into like a remote sentry gun and stuff like that. So, I mean, it does have lots of different uses.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the Vulcans only come out in, what, four different color variants. Come out with the original End Strike Yellow. Came out with the Crimson Series. And it also came out in Sonic and Clear Series.
Sonic and Clear.
But yellow one's the only one I have because it's such a big blaster. It's, you know.
The only one I would really, the only other one I would want is the red one, Crimson Series.
See, and again with the Crimson Series Vulcan, it's got a little too much orange versus red.
Probably, I can see that.
It just looks a little off.
I can see that.
So,
I'm gonna set it down.
but it's a great blaster, and it's the last one that we have to talk about in the End Strike
In
line.
the End Strike series, yeah, basically. You got your back to the camera, dude. Come on now. I gotta pick on him.
All right, let's double check here. We don't want to miss anything.
We got.
Oh, big bad bow.
Oh, because we don't have a big bad bow.
I do have a big bad bow. I just don't have it.
Why didn't you bring
Together.
It's so okay. It's not in the basement of the bunker.
No, it's packed away.
Oh, okay.
It's in storage. But in addition to the big bad bow, we also forgot Stampede.
Okay, so Big Bad Bow has come out in a couple different colors.
Four now.
Four now. Well, with the new one coming out, it hasn't
Yes.
dropped yet. But.
Yeah. So it came out originally as purple and with red. Then it came out as red.
Yeah.
Then it came out as End Strike.
Which I still have not seen, and I want to because I think it's going to look really good.
Honestly, I kind of like the Big Bad Bow. I like it more in the End Strike variant.
Yeah.
And I want to pick it up. The only place I've seen it is Toys R Us, and to me, I just don't want to pay the extra $5 for it.
Right.
But the thing I don't like about the Big Bad Bow is that the arrows get squished really easily, and you can't buy extra arrows in store.
No, you have to order them online.
Yeah.
Which is a downside. It's the same thing with the Titan rockets, so be careful with your Titan rockets. Don't rip the heads off of them like I do, because they're really hard to put back on.
Yeah, I'm glad that I bought a bunch of extra.
Titan missiles, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just nice to have extra ones on hand.
So after the End Strike, now we're going to have another new color variant for the Big Bad Bow. It's coming out as Hawkeye's cosplay counterpart for the Avengers movie coming out soon.
Yep.
And that's going to be in purple, hopefully reminiscent of the original color scheme.
Yeah, it has a couple of different accents on the back, but other than that, it's pretty much the same.
Which is cool. We haven't seen anything new really from the Big Bad Bow since its End Strike recolor. So I hope it does well because I like the Big Bad Bow too.
Yeah, I do too. On to Stampede. Stampede has only come in 2 color variants so far.
It's a big guy.
The original End Strike Yellow and Sonic Green.
Series.
Sonic Green to me is just kind of and having the Stampede come out in it, the only upside to the Stampede and Sonic Green is the orange bipod.
Yes.
It's the only thing I like about
It's
it.
the only way you're going to get one.
Yes. If for some reason they mark it down to like $20, I'll pick it up. Only for the bipod.
Only for the bipod.
But I mean, it would have really been nice if it would have come out in the Gear Up colors.
Gear Up, Whiteout.
Whiteout. Yeah, I mean,
There's things
it
that
kind of couldn't come out as Gear Up. Well, no, it could have.
It could have because Gear Up was for the
Vortex. Yeah.
Vortex Land, yes.
And that would have been really nice. I don't know. to me, it just would look good in that orange.
You want everything orange. Whatever.
I like my cheesy poof.
So yeah, so that was the Stampede. I wish they would do more recolors of the Stampede. Keep it alive because it's a good, like, nice, big, beefy.
It's a solid. It's a solid blaster.
Yeah, it's a solid dual wielder.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the end of.
Officially, that rounds out the End Strike blasters.
Blasters, yes. There is one other recolor we'd like to talk about. We're not going to really go into the Dart Tag recolors because there have been quite a few of them.
They just can't really seem to make up their mind with Dart Tag or, heaven forbid, Super Soaker.
Yeah, Super Soaker, there have been quite a bit, and they've really just started doing recolors of the Super Soaker lineup, so we really can't get much into that. It's kind of along the same lines of the Dart Tag stuff.
The Dart Tag stuff. Yeah.
So the other recolor we want to talk about is the Praxis.
It's over in Vortex Land. We got the Praxis, and we talked about this last episode, but hey, why not talk about it some more? Yeah, talking about the Lumitron.
Yep, the Lumitron is, of course, just a complete recolor.
Yep.
The only difference is it comes sand stock and it comes with the Firefly Tech clip.
Jigs.
So yeah, I mean that's really the only difference, and I think it's one of the few blasters that have actually come out with different accessories in its recolor. Because most recolors just come with the same exact stuff as the original.
Right. Yep. So that makes it it's one of those cross thingies because it is just straight a recolor, but it's not a straight recolor in the Vortex line. It is a recolor in a different lineup. So that makes it, especially with it being the lighted up series.
Well, it's still part of the Vortex blast. It is still a Vortex blaster, the same way that I consider the Raven an End Strike blaster.
Until I see it in End Strike Yellow, it's not an End Strike blaster. I just started an argument. Off camera.
So the Raider isn't an End Strike blaster to you then, huh?
The Raider? Oh, now you're getting into semantics here. Come on now. All right, you caught me.
So yeah, it's I don't know. I like the Lumitron.
Me too. I like the green on this a little bit better than the green on here.
Yeah, I think this would have been a better choice for the Vortex. The Vortex coloring. Although it is a little bit. Although this green is more towards the color of the actual discs than this green.
Yes, that's probably why they went with it. But still, I like Lumitron's paint job over the Praxis.
Yeah, because the green doesn't work as well with that green doesn't work as well with orange as this green does, because this is kind of a more of a neon-ish green.
Yeah. Yep. So I think. Should we go over the list again? I think that's all the information that we have for you.
Let's just double check, because there's a good chance we could have forgotten something. There's a lot of stuff.
It's like this company, it's like this series or company, whatever you want to call it, has been around for a few years or something.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. We covered everything we intended to cover today.
Sweet. Hey, look, we're both off camera.
Yeah.
You guys knew where we went. We're back. So, like we said, that's all we got for today. Hope you liked recolors, and if you know of anything that we might have missed, or you just want to, I don't know, chew us out for something, find us on our website.
AdultFansOfNerf.com. And join us in 2 weeks when we show you our own arsenals.
We're going to make a mess all over the place and show you what we got to help spur you along, showing us what you got for our spring cleaning giveaway.
Absolutely.
Have a good week.